Baily, this is the first time we've spoken to you since your Forest Green Rovers debut. I suppose we'll start with how have you found it settling in?
It's been really good. I think first couple of results probably wasn't ideal, but we're sort of getting back to where we want to be now. And yeah, it's been a good first three or 4 weeks. Lads have helped me settle in, and yeah, I've just enjoyed playing football really.
And it's been a really good start for yourself. You found yourself in the team of the week a couple of times as well. It must be nice to settle in so quickly.
Yeah, I wasn't best pleased with my first game. I think I could have played a lot better on my debut, but since then, yeah, I sort of found my feet, and hopefully the more I play, the better I can get, and sort of just find a bit of consistency and start playing some good football again.
And the first game, I think you started on the left of a back three, and then moved out to a left back role in a 4-4-2. Is that something that you've enjoyed, and that change of position allows you more freedom going forward? Yeah,
for sure. I think the positions are pretty similar, just maybe a little bit more licence to go forward when you're playing left back, but it's a position I've played before, and yeah, I quite enjoy playing there. So yeah, it's been good the last couple of games playing there, getting forward and sort of helping out in the attacks as well as the defending.
And already an assist to your name as well with that lovely goal against Leighton Orient.
Yeah, it was a great ball from Tomo out to me, and then sort of fired one into Kate. He did well to sort of get under control and stick it in, so yeah, I was pleased with that.
And before we look ahead to tomorrow night's game against Carlisle, we'll just look back to Saturday. A goalless draw in the derby, your first Forest Green derby. How do you find it?
It's obviously different without the fans and things like that. It's almost like another game. I think we obviously knew that it was a derby, and Cheltenham obviously a decent side, so we knew it was going to be a tough game. And I think in the end 0-0 was probably a fair result. I think we was unlucky to go down to 10 men, and that definitely changed the game. So with it going down to 10 men, I think 0-0 was fair enough. I felt like, if I'm honest, we were the ones that were going to score even when we did go down to 10 men. So I think it's a positive result. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see when it comes to the end of the season.
Did you have a good view of that second yellow? And if so, what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had a good view. I had a similar sort of view to the linesman, and for me it was the Cheltenham player that was a little late on Ebbs. So it's just one of those things. I mean, you have to deal with it. It's out of our hands. We can't change the official's decision, and it's just one of them things that we have to deal with.
But happy with the result, especially after going down with 10 men, and happy with the performance?
Yeah, I think maybe we didn't create too many chances, but we definitely created more than they did. And yeah, another clean sheet. It's back-to-back clean sheets now, so that's really important for us, because we're going to score goals, and if we can keep clean sheets, we'll keep winning games. And
the longest trip of the season now, on a Tuesday night, it's off to Carlisle. How do you approach games like that when you know it's such a long trip and the journey on the coach is over 4 hours?
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's part of football. It's part and parcel of it, and we can't be using that as an excuse. Just the fact that it's miles away it doesn't really matter. We just treat it as another game. It's just a little bit of a longer journey.
And Carlisle have played, I think, just once in January after several postponed games due to both COVID and pitches. They're not going to be at their sharpest, but they came out with a really good result on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously they won 1-0, was it, on Saturday, so they're obviously fit and raring to go. It's not going to be an easy game at all, so we're going to have to go there and make sure we're prepared and ready for a tough game.
And is it extra important to go and put a mark down, especially given that they've got so many games in hand on you and are right on your tail?
Yeah, it's almost like a 6-pointer, I guess. I think if we can win and sort of create a little bit of a gap, then if they win their games in hand, they won't be too far away from us. So yeah, it's definitely an important game tomorrow, and we'll be looking to go there and try and get 3 points.
And is the table you look at this point in the season, because obviously it's really, really tight up there, and you could find yourself after the next match week anywhere sort of from 1st to 6th?
Yeah, I think everyone looks. I think you always look, whether you're a fan or a player, but we just got to try and concentrate on getting to the next game, and if we can just keep picking up points as we go along, eventually we'll sort of start to crawl away from the chasing pack.
And obviously Carlisle, despite their lack of games, one of the form sides still in terms of their last 5, but they were when they came here early in the season, and Forest Green got the result. So I imagine, despite not being involved in that one, you'll be hoping for something similar.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can use some of what happened in the previous game. Like you say, I wasn't here, but obviously we know how to beat them. We've done it before, so hopefully we can take some of that and bring it into tomorrow's game.
And can a side take confidence from having beaten the team already, or do you tend to sort of put that to one side and take the game as an individual?
Well, for me it'll be as an individual tomorrow, but I'm sure some of the lads will remember the game and what they did well and what they needed to sort of work on in terms of Carlisle's strength. So yeah, I think it benefits us. So yeah, I think we'll take some of that into tomorrow's game. And
it's an interesting clash, isn't it? It's one of the sides with two of the sides who are right up there, and one who's really solid at the back in yourselves, but also Carlisle have been dangerous at both ends of the pitch. So it's one that's, I suppose, that there's a lot of small matchups all over the pitch in this one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's one I'm looking forward to. I think these are the sort of games you want to play in. I think we're both right up there in the table, and it's a big game in terms of our season and where we want to go. So I think it's going to be a tough test. They're obviously up there for a reason, and with their form and stuff like that. So I think we've got to go into it with open eyes and sort of raring to go.